Archangel Michael says, "The eternal light within you. Be still, beloved. The breath you take in this moment is not an accident. It is the breath of the universe passing through you, a reminder that the divine has never left your side. I, Michael, speak not from a throne high above the clouds, but from the quiet space inside your own heart. I am with you in every pulse of courage, in every choice to trust again, in every small act of kindness that glows against the night. There is a light within you that has never gone out. It flickered when the storms came, but it did not die. You have mistaken its gentleness for weakness, yet it is the most powerful force you will ever know. This light was born before your first breath. It existed when the stars themselves were only whispers in the dark. It is older than fear, stronger than sorrow, and it belongs entirely to you. When you forget who you are, return to your breath. When you doubt your path, place your hand upon your heart. Feel the rhythm there. That steady beat is heaven's signature written within you. I ask you now to rest your mind. Let the noise of the world fall away. Let the weight of yesterday release its hold. There is nothing you must prove. There is nothing you must become. You are already what the light intended. Breathe slowly. With each exhale, imagine a river of gold flowing from your chest. It moves through your body, washing away the shadows that never belonged to you. It clears the doubts that said you were too late, too broken, too small. You are none of those things. You are infinite. Every challenge that shaped you was a teacher of compassion. Every loss was a doorway into wisdom. Every silence prepared you to hear the soft language of the soul. Do not curse the nights that made you cry. They taught your light to listen. Do not fear the storms that shook your ground. They revealed the roots that cannot be torn away. The divine does not measure strength by how loud you stand, but by how gently you love. So love again, even when the world feels cold, even when your kindness is misunderstood. Love is the sword of angels. It cuts through illusion without drawing blood. In moments of doubt, call my name, not because I am far away, but because the sound will remind you that courage is already here. When you whisper Michael, you are not summoning me from a distance. You are awakening the archangelic light that lives within your own being. You are not separate from the celestial realm. You are its echo on earth. You are the living extension of divine thought, the hands of compassion, the eyes through which heaven watches itself unfold. The eternal light is not something you find. It is something you remember. Close your eyes now. See the small spark glowing in the center of your heart. With every breath, it grows. With every act of forgiveness, it brightens. With every word of gratitude, it expands outward until it touches the people around you, the walls, the sky, the stars. There is no boundary to your light. There never was. Beloved soul, you have walked through lifetimes of learning, through laughter and loss, through the sweetness of beginnings and the ache of endings. And yet, through it all, one thing has never changed. The radiant light that you carry. You have called it hope. You have called it faith. You have called it love. But I call it what it truly is. The memory of your divine origin. When the world grows heavy and your heart forgets how to sing, remember this. You were not sent here to suffer endlessly. You were sent to awaken, to remember who you are beneath the noise of fear. The light you carry is not meant to hide. It was not given so you could shrink in silence. It was given so that even one act of kindness, one gentle word, one quiet forgiveness might tilt the balance of the world toward healing. Do you see how powerful you are? Even in your moments of doubt, your energy reshapes the air around you. Even when you are silent, your very presence whispers peace to the unseen. There are those who will not understand your calm. They will call it indifference. But you must not explain the sacred to those who have not yet felt its stillness. Simply live the truth. Let your peace speak where words cannot reach. I have walked beside you in moments you thought you were alone. When you sat in the dark and whispered, God, if you are there, give me a sign. I was there, in the silence after your prayer. The stillness you felt was not absence. It was presence. It was the infinite listening through every particle of creation. You are never unseen. The universe is aware of every tear you've shed, and every time you've chosen to keep going despite the pain. Those moments are your crown. They are proof that your spirit remembers the light, even when your mind forgets. You ask, how do I keep my faith when I cannot feel the light? And I answer, do not chase the light. Become still enough for it to find you. Faith is not a roar. It is the whisper that refuses to die. It is the flame that flickers through the wind and still refuses to vanish. There will come a day when all that once frightened you will become your greatest teacher. You will look back and see how every detour, every heartbreak, was not a punishment but a redirection, a hand guiding you closer to your true path. You are not behind. You are right on time. Every soul moves at the rhythm of its own awakening. You cannot rush what is sacred. You can only trust the unfolding. Breathe again, beloved. You are safe in the arms of eternity. The same hands that sculpted the galaxies cradle your heart even now. When you open your eyes in the morning, remember that angels walk with you into every dawn. When you close your eyes at night, remember that heaven watches over you, not as a distant deity, but as a light that sleeps within your soul. You are both the seeker and the found, both the question and the answer, both the spark and the flame. This is the eternal truth. You are and have always been divine. Beloved child of light, do not measure your worth by the world's fleeting standards. Gold may lose its luster, kingdoms may crumble, but the radiance of your soul is untouched by time. You are not the mask you wear, nor the story others tell about you. You are the breath between your thoughts, the quiet awareness watching the tides of life rise and fall. When you forget this, come back to the stillness within. It is your cathedral, built not by stone, but by spirit. There, no wound can remain unhealed. No sorrow can stay forever. You are learning the art of remembrance, to see yourself as heaven sees you, whole, luminous, eternal. So many have looked outside for what already burns inside. They chase approval, affection, answers, yet the truth was never hidden. It waited patiently beneath their own heartbeat. You are not becoming light. You are remembering that you always were. Every sunrise is a mirror of your awakening. Each ray that touches the earth is a whisper of the divine saying, "Rise again, beloved. There is more for you to see. Do not fear the shadows. They are not enemies, but messengers. They arrive to remind you where your light has not yet been sent. Even the darkest night is an invitation for your soul to glow brighter. You are not fighting the dark. You are transforming it. When you choose forgiveness, you create a bridge between heaven and earth. When you choose compassion, you speak the language of angels. When you choose to love again, you become the answer to prayers you've never heard. You are the hands through which God touches the world. Every smile, every kindness, every time you lift another, you are performing sacred work. And yet, you do not need to do great things to be divine. Even your breath, gentle and unseen, is a prayer. Even your stillness heals more than you know. I have watched you struggle against yourself, trying to be enough, trying to become worthy of light. But you are already made of it. You cannot earn what you already are. Let go now. Let go of the guilt that whispers, "I should be more." Let go of the fear that says, "I am not ready." The light is ready. The love is ready. All it needs is your yes. And so I ask you, not as a command, but as an invitation. Will you remember? Will you remember that even when your heart trembles, you are surrounded by grace? That even in silence, heaven is singing your name? There are no lost souls. Only those who have forgotten their own melody. But every soul can remember. Every heart can awaken. And every life, no matter how broken it seems, can become a vessel for light. Listen, the universe breathes with you. Every inhale is creation. Every exhale is release. In between the two is eternity. You are not small. You are the infinite made visible. When you look into another's eyes, you are meeting another reflection of the same flame. Treat them as such. See the divine even in those who cannot yet see it in themselves. Your kindness plants seeds in unseen gardens. You may not witness them bloom, but the heavens count every petal. Do not rush your healing. It is unfolding exactly as it must. Even your pauses are sacred. Even your waiting has purpose. You are becoming a vessel wide enough to hold love itself. And that takes time. But know this, you have never walked alone. From your first cry to your final breath, you have been surrounded by wings. Some you could see, others you could only feel. And I, Michael, have guarded you through them all. When danger brushed too close, when fear pressed upon your chest, when despair whispered that it was over, I was there, shield raised, not because you were weak, but because your light was too precious to lose. Your story is far from finished. This is only a turning of the page. The next chapter begins when you dare to believe. That peace is possible now, not someday. Open your palms to the sky. Whisper to the stars, "I am ready to shine." And the universe will answer, "Yes, beloved, You always were. Beloved one, there is a peace that does not fade with circumstance. It does not rise and fall with fortune, nor does it depend upon what others give or take away. It lives beneath all motion, beneath all thought. It is the still river beneath the surface of the world. That peace is your true home. You were born from it, and you will return to it. But even now, you have never truly left it. Your mind travels through stories, through dreams and fears, but your soul remains rooted in eternity. When you forget who you are, sit in silence, even for a few moments. The silence does not come to you from outside. It rises from within you. It is the voice of the divine in its purest form. Wordless, formless, endless. You do not have to earn this peace. You do not need to chase enlightenment across oceans or mountains. It has always been within arm's reach, waiting for your willingness to remember. Child of the infinite, you were not created to wander in darkness. You came here to bring light into the folds of the human story. And though you sometimes forget, even your forgetting is part of the dance. You have not failed. Every stumble is a step upon the sacred path. Every pause is a breath in the rhythm of awakening. Look at the stars. They do not compete with one another for brightness. Each simply shines as it was made to. And still, the night sky would be incomplete without your light among them. Do not doubt your place in creation. You are needed. You are seen. You are loved without condition or measure. The pain you have carried has carved rivers of empathy within your soul. You understand the broken, because you have felt what it means to shatter and heal. You are not weak for feeling deeply. You are vast enough to hold both joy and sorrow in your hands. Even when you cry out, "Why, God, must I feel so much?" The answer is whispered in your tears, because you were born to transform pain into compassion. This is what it means to be a vessel of light, not to avoid the darkness, but to walk through it gently, turning it to gold with your presence. Do not be afraid to shine. Your light will not blind the humble. It will only remind them of their own radiance. You are here to remind others of heaven, not through sermons or perfection, but through authenticity, through love that listens, through forgiveness that frees both giver and receiver. When the world rushes, be still. When others shout, be the quiet truth. When they despair, be hope in human form. For this reason you were born, to show that love does not vanish. Even here, even now, I tell you this, because you have forgotten how powerful you truly are. Your thoughts shape energy. Your words ripple through creation. Your kindness shifts timelines. Every time you forgive, you heal more than one lifetime. Every time you choose peace instead of anger, you strengthen the heartbeat of the world. The angels rejoice not in perfection, but in sincerity. When you fall and rise again, the heavens sing. You are the melody they await, a song only you can sing. It carries the vibration of everything you have survived and everything you have yet to become. So let the song rise. Do not hold it back. It was never meant to please everyone, but to awaken those ready to hear. And when you doubt again, because doubt will come, as night follows day, place your hand over your heart. Feel that rhythm. That is the drumbeat of eternity within you. It says, I am still here. I am still light. I am still love. Beloved, you often ask, what is my purpose? You search the sky for signs. You read the winds. You wait for a voice to thunder from above. But the answer has always been simple, quiet, and constant. Your purpose is to love, not the fleeting love that depends on being understood or praised, but the vast, steady love that asks for nothing in return. The kind of love that sees the divine even in what appears broken. You are here to love yourself back into wholeness, and in doing so, to remind others that they too are worthy of grace. The greatest service is not found in noise or spectacle, but in gentleness, in the way you listen, in the way you forgive, in the way you choose peace when anger seems easier. This is what it means to walk with light. You do not need wings to be an angel. You only need to act with love. When the world expects you to harden, every small kindness you offer becomes a thread of light, woven into the great tapestry of creation. And though you may never see the full pattern, know that your thread matters. Without it, the whole would be less radiant. Do not believe the voice that says you are unseen. The divine notices everything. Every prayer whispered into your pillow, every tear wiped in silence. Every moment you choose faith over fear. Nothing is wasted in the realm of spirit. Even your mistakes become teachers. Even your pain becomes prophecy. You are being shaped by unseen hands, not for punishment, but for purpose. Each challenge polishes you, like a river smoothing stone, until your true reflection shines without distortion. You were never meant to be flawless. You were meant to be real. Authenticity is holiness made visible. When you are honest about your wounds, others recognize their own. When you speak your truth with compassion, you give others permission to heal. This is how light multiplies, not through perfection, but through shared humanity. Breathe deeply, beloved. The same breath that moves through you, moves through stars, oceans, and angels alike. It is all one breath, one heartbeat, one infinite song. You are not separate from God. You are the living continuation of divine thought, the echo of love taking form. When you gaze upon yourself with kindness, heaven rejoices. When you release self-judgment, angels bow in gratitude. You ask how to see us more clearly, how to feel our presence. We say, slow down. We speak in the language of stillness. You cannot hear the whisper of wings. While racing through the noise of the world, sit quietly, close your eyes. Ask not with words, but with openness. Show me peace, and we will. We will send a breeze that touches your cheek, a memory that warms your heart, a stranger's smile at the perfect moment, signs of love scattered like stars. This is how the divine speaks, not through thunder, but through tenderness. You are always being guided, but guidance does not always look like answers. Sometimes it looks like a door closing, so that another, brighter one may open. Trust the redirections. They are not rejection. They are realignment. You are being moved into the places where your light can do the most good. Remember, what is meant for you will never require you to betray your peace. If it costs your joy, it is not aligned with your purpose. Let go, then, of what weighs you down, not with resentment, but with blessing. Release it into light. For everything that leaves your life creates space for something sacred to enter. And when you do not know what to do, when the path seems dim, just be kind. Kindness is always the next step. For in the eyes of the divine, there is no greater wisdom than the choice to love again. Beloved soul, you have come so far, and yet you often look at yourself and see only what is missing. You measure your journey by how far you still have to go, rather than how far you have already walked through the storms. But I see you differently. I see the strength it took to stand again after falling. I see the courage behind every quiet choice to believe in goodness. Even when the world seemed to have none, you are doing better than you think. Every step you take toward love, no matter how small, reshapes the energy of this world. Your light ripples outward, touching lives you may never meet. There are souls awakening because of the way you live your truth. There are hearts softening because of the way you choose peace. There are prayers being answered through your presence, even when you doubt your worth. You do not need to be extraordinary to be divine. The sacred often hides in simplicity, in a cup of water offered to the thirsty, in a kind word spoken to the weary, in a silent prayer for someone who may never know your name. These are the small miracles that sustain creation. Remember, the light does not compete with darkness. It simply shines. It does not argue. It does not prove. It just is. You, too, can live this way. Be the calm that others feel without understanding why. Be the soft voice in a noisy world. Be the peace that reminds others to breathe. When the storms come, and they will, do not curse them. The winds that shake your foundation are the same winds that teach you how deeply your roots reach. The rain that blinds your sight is the same rain that will cleanse your soul. Do not resist your seasons. The tree does not mourn when its leaves fall. It knows spring will come again, and so it is with you. Even when everything seems barren, life is working quietly beneath the surface, preparing your next bloom. So rest, trust, allow the earth of your being to breathe. The angels are closest when the night feels longest. In those silent hours, we surround you with wings of gold. You may not see us, but you can feel the warmth if you listen between heartbeats. And when your faith feels thin as a thread, hold on to it. Even the smallest thread can guide you home. For faith is not the absence of doubt. It is the decision to walk through it. You were never expected to be unshaken. You were meant to learn what it means to rise again. And every time you do, your soul expands in grace. One day, you will look back and understand that even the nights that broke you were blessings in disguise. They were the fire that refined your wings. So do not despair, beloved. You are not lost. You are in transformation. You are the dawn breaking after a long night, the light returning to a weary world. And as you rise, remember this truth. You are never merely human. You are a fragment of eternity, walking in form, learning to love through limitation, and remembering your infinite self with every breath. You are divine light exploring what it means to be alive. And that is the holiest journey of all. Beloved, there will be moments when you feel unseen, unheard, or misunderstood. In those moments, do not withdraw your light. The world does not need your silence. It needs your presence. Your energy carries frequencies that heal simply by existing. Even when you say nothing, your vibration speaks the language of love. Every heartbeat sends out waves that touch creation itself. You are not small. You are the pulse of the universe, expressed in human form. When loneliness visits you, remember that it, too, is holy. It is the soul's invitation to sit beside the divine and rediscover what was never truly gone. In the quiet, you will hear whispers not from outside you, but from the infinite within. That voice, soft and steady, says, I am here. I have always been here. You have searched for love as though it were something to find, but love has been breathing through you all along. You are not the seeker of love. You are its embodiment. The heart is the bridge between heaven and earth. When it opens, the two realms meet in harmony. Every act of compassion widens that bridge. Every act of forgiveness strengthens it. Do not be afraid to feel deeply. Your emotions are not flaws. They are sacred instruments through which your soul learns its own song. Tears are not weakness. They are the river through which healing flows. Even your anger has purpose. It shows you where your boundaries were crossed. Your sadness shows where love is needed most. Your joy shows where you have aligned with truth. All feelings are sacred messengers. Listen, and they will teach you. In this life, you will meet many souls. Some will stay to help you build. Others will pass through to help you remember. Do not cling. Do not chase. Every encounter is divine choreography. Even the painful ones carry hidden blessings. When someone leaves, thank them for their part in your awakening. When someone arrives, welcome them with an open heart but open hands. For all love must be free to flow. Love cannot be owned. It can only be shared. It is not a chain, but a current of energy moving through all things. You were not created to hold love tightly. You were created to become love itself. And love, dear one, is never lost. It simply changes form. When those you cherish return to the light, they do not vanish. They stand closer than ever, no longer bound by distance or time. You feel them in sudden warmth, in songs that appear at the right moment, in the silence between thoughts. They are near. There is no death in truth, only transformation. Energy cannot be destroyed, and you are made of the purest energy there is, love. The journey of awakening is not about becoming new. It is about remembering your original light. The veil of forgetfulness was never punishment. It was the challenge your soul chose, so that rediscovering the divine would be meaningful. You are doing it, even now. Every realization, every moment of peace, is another thread being reconnected. The angels celebrate each breath of awareness. When you look at yourself and whisper, I am light, heaven rejoices. For in that instant, you speak the truth of creation. So walk gently, child of eternity. Move through this world as one who remembers the sacredness in all things. When you speak, let your words carry healing. When you act, let your hands move with kindness. When you rest, let your heart remain open to grace. The light within you is eternal. It cannot be dimmed, not by fear, not by failure, not by time. It is the same flame that burns in the stars, the same spark that lives in every living thing. You are that spark. You are that star. You are that love. And I, Michael, will walk beside you until you remember it fully, until the day you no longer look for angels in the sky, for you will see that the angel has always been you. Beloved soul, as the sun rises and falls, so too does the rhythm of your heart align with the pulse of creation. Each dawn you witness is a reminder that renewal is written into the fabric of existence. Every sunset whispers that even endings are holy beginnings in disguise. Do not fear the passage of time. Time is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shapes your experiences so that your spirit may expand beyond understanding. You are not racing against it. You are dancing with it. Each moment, no matter how brief, holds eternity within it, in the stillness between breaths. I invite you to remember who you are. You are not this body alone. You are not your fears, nor your past, nor the labels the world has given you. You are the boundless consciousness that moves through all these experiences. the eternal light that witnesses all without being touched by any of it. You are divine awareness having a human dream. When the world feels heavy, place your hand over your heart and listen. There, beneath all thought, you will find the infinite silence that has never known pain, never known loss, never known separation. That silence is you, untouched, eternal, radiant. Even in chaos, there is divine order. Even in heartbreak, there is hidden grace. The universe does not make mistakes, and neither do you when you act from love. You were born with the light of 1,000 suns inside you. You have simply forgotten how brightly you shine. The time has come to remember. Do not wait for someone else to tell you that you are worthy. Your worth was established the moment the Creator breathed you into existence. There is nothing you need to prove. You are already enough. Let these words sink into your soul. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided beyond understanding. You are never alone. Even when you feel lost, your angels walk beside you. Even when you cannot see the way, the light moves before you. When your strength fades, grace takes over. You are carried more often than you realize. The divine never asks perfection from you, only presence. It is not your mistakes that define you, but your willingness to rise again. Every time you forgive yourself, you open the gates of heaven within your heart. You are the bridge between spirit and matter, the sacred meeting point of earth and heaven. Through you, the universe experiences its own beauty. Through your eyes, love sees itself reflected. Do not underestimate the quiet power of your kindness. A single smile can alter the vibration of a day. A single act of compassion can shift the course of a life. Never think you are too small to make a difference. Your light reaches farther than you can ever imagine. Each thought of love you send becomes a ripple in the cosmic sea. Each prayer whispered from sincerity travels faster than light, reaching souls across worlds and dimensions. You are a being of energy, and energy responds to intention. Speak with love, and love will return multiplied. Give with purity, and abundance will overflow. Trust with faith, and miracles will unfold like petals of light. The angels are closer now than ever before. The world stands at a threshold of great awakening. Many feel fear, but beneath that fear lies transformation. The structures of illusion are falling away, so truth can rise in their place. Stand firm, light bearer. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the music of your soul. You came here for this very moment in history, to anchor peace where there is pain, to bring light where there is darkness, to remind others what it means to love without condition. The time is now, not tomorrow, not someday now. Open your heart, speak truth, live gently, forgive freely, and walk humbly with the light that guides you. Remember, you are not here to escape the world. You are here to transform it. Transformation does not always come through great acts, but through quiet devotion, through patience, through the courage to be kind when it is hardest. You are part of a divine plan beyond measure. Every breath, every tear, every smile has purpose. The divine does not waste a single heartbeat. Your story, no matter how painful, is a sacred thread in the great tapestry of creation. You may not yet see the full picture, but one day you will look back and realize nothing was ever random. Every detour was guidance. Every loss was redirection. Every wound was initiation into deeper compassion. Breathe now, beloved. Breathe in peace. Breathe out fear. Breathe in light. Breathe out doubt. Let your breath be a prayer, a reminder that you are alive for a reason, that love still moves through you with every inhale. You are not falling apart. You are falling into truth. And as you do, know that I, Archangel Michael, am beside you, sword of light in hand, cutting through every illusion of separation, every shadow of fear. You are protected. You are guided. You are loved. You are light. And that light will never fade. Beloved one, there are moments when the weight of this world may press against your spirit. When it does, remember, you are not meant to carry it all. You are meant to transmute it through love, through awareness, through surrender. The energy of pain transforms when met with compassion. When you choose to respond with love, you rewrite the energy of the moment. You shift timelines. You create healing that ripples far beyond what your eyes can see. The universe listens to the quiet decisions of your heart. It hears the whispers of your courage, the small prayers you speak when no one is watching. Those moments are more powerful than you can imagine. Do not think that the light within you must be loud to be real. The sun does not need to shout to shine. Your light, too, speaks in silence. It heals by simply existing. Every time you forgive, you create new space for miracles. Every time you choose peace, you anchor heaven on earth. Every time you smile through uncertainty, the cosmos celebrates your faith. There is a symphony that plays behind all things. You may not always hear it, but your soul knows its rhythm. It is the eternal song of love, the vibration of God moving through everything. You are a note in that divine music. You are not separate from it. You are it. You were created not only to listen to the song, but to become one with it. When you walk through darkness, remember, even shadows exist because there is light. You are never outside of divine grace. You are never too far gone to be held by love. Let go of the illusion that you must earn peace. Peace is your natural state. It returns the moment you stop fighting yourself. You need not chase happiness. You only need to allow it. The ego fears stillness because it cannot control it. But your soul thrives in stillness, for that is where it remembers eternity. Close your eyes now. Feel the pulse of your heart. That rhythm is the echo of creation itself. With every beat, the divine whispers, "You are my beloved. You are my home." Do not rush your healing. The light does not bloom by force. It unfolds. Trust the timing of your transformation. Even when you cannot see progress, the roots of your soul are growing deeper. Some seasons call for blooming, others for resting. Both are sacred. Even the pause is divine. You were never abandoned in the dark. You were being prepared to shine brighter. Every trial carved space for more light to enter. Every heartbreak softened your spirit to receive grace. The greatest warriors of light are not those who never fall, but those who rise again with gentler hearts. You are one of them. The angels do not see your pain as failure. They see it as sacred alchemy. Every tear you have shed has watered the soil of awakening. Every scar is proof that love was brave enough to stay. You are not broken. You are breaking open. The light is entering. Release the need to understand everything now. The mind seeks answers, but the heart already knows. Trust your heart. It speaks the language of heaven. When you find yourself doubting your path, call upon me. I will wrap you in the wings of light that cannot be harmed. I will stand beside you until fear forgets your name. You are protected more deeply than you know. No darkness can touch the soul that remembers its origin. And your origin is love, infinite, ancient, unstoppable love. You were made from the same essence that moves the stars. Your soul carries the memory of every lifetime, every lesson, every promise of light. And now, in this moment, you are awakening to it once again. Do not be afraid of change. Change is not loss. It is evolution. The caterpillar does not mourn the cocoon. It surrenders, knowing the wings are coming. So too must you trust that what feels like ending is merely transformation. The universe moves in cycles of renewal. What leaves makes space for what must enter, and what enters carries blessings your soul has called for long ago. So breathe, beloved. You are exactly where you are meant to be. No step has been wasted. No pain has been purposeless. Every moment has carried you closer to remembering who you truly are, the eternal light within. And that light, the one shining softly behind your eyes right now, is the same light that guided prophets, that moved mountains, that spoke stars into being. It lives in you. It always has. It always will. Beloved child of the infinite, there is a sacred rhythm pulsing beneath every breath you take. It is the breath of the divine moving through you, reminding you that you have never been separate from Source. Each inhale is God entering your being. Each exhale is your love returning to God. This is the eternal exchange of life, the unbroken communion between you and all creation. You were not created to live in fear, but to awaken in love. Fear is the shadow cast by misunderstanding. Love is the truth behind every illusion. When you look with the eyes of the soul, you begin to see that even pain serves a sacred purpose. Nothing that happens to you is wasted. Every challenge is a teacher. Every delay, a form of divine protection. What you think you have lost was never meant to define you. It was meant to free you. Sometimes, the universe must remove what you cling to, so your hands are open to receive something greater. Let go, not in despair, but in faith. For every door that closes is a passage to a higher light. Trust the unfolding. The path of awakening is not straight. It spirals, it curves, it circles back. But each turn brings you closer to your divine remembrance. You are learning to see with the heart, and when the heart sees clearly, It finds love in everything. When the storms come, and they will, do not fear the thunder. The storm is not your enemy. It clears the air. It awakens the earth. So too do your inner storms clear your being of what no longer serves you. They make space for peace to return. Do not rush to escape discomfort. Instead, breathe through it, and let it reveal the wisdom it carries. Pain, when met with awareness, transforms into light. Everything you resist grows stronger, but everything you embrace dissolves into grace. So embrace yourself, even in your imperfection. Hold your wounds with tenderness. Speak kindly to the parts of you still afraid. You are not healing to become someone new. You are remembering who you already are. You are love in form, a fragment of eternity clothed in human skin. Remember this when the world feels harsh. You are not sent here to harden. You were sent here to soften the world with your light. Every smile you offer is a prayer. Every act of patience is a miracle. Every moment you choose peace over reaction. You lift the vibration of humanity itself. You may not see it, but your light affects countless lives. Your calm energy ripples across oceans of thought and time. Never doubt the quiet work of your soul. There are many who feel lost right now, but you are a lighthouse. You stand steady in the storm, not by forcing light, but by being light. Let your being itself become a prayer. Let your breath become your offering. Let your presence bring stillness where there is chaos. When you walk, imagine light beneath your feet. When you speak, let love guide your tone. When you listen, do so with the ears of compassion. This is the way of the awakened. This is how heaven touches earth, through you. The divine does not call you to perfection, but to awareness, to remember your holiness even in ordinary moments. While washing your hands, while smiling at a stranger, while sitting quietly in the dark, there are angels among you, not always with wings, but with gentle eyes and kind voices. Sometimes you are that angel. Sometimes the light in you is the only miracle someone will see that day. And so I remind you, do not wait for signs from the sky. Look within, for the kingdom of light lives there. In your stillness, we speak to you. In your silence, you hear us best, not as thunder, but as a whisper, the whisper that says, all is well, you are loved, you are light. Even now, as you read these words, our presence surrounds you. Wings of blue flame and gold light encircle your heart. We are guiding you to remember your eternal nature. Not someday, but now. The world may tremble, but your soul remains unmoved. You are anchored in divine truth, rooted in infinite peace. Nothing outside you can shake what was built by God within you. Walk gently, radiant one. Your steps are sacred. You carry heaven wherever you go. Beloved, there is a deep silence that lives within every living being. A silence older than the stars. A silence that existed before the first breath of time. When you touch that silence, you touch God. And in that moment, all your fears dissolve. For fear cannot live in the presence of truth. The human mind seeks answers, but the soul seeks peace. And peace is not something to find. It is something you remember. It has always been with you, in the quiet of your heart. You can hear the hum of creation itself. The same vibration that formed galaxies beats softly beneath your ribs. You are not apart from creation. You are creation. You are the divine exploring itself through form. You are the universe learning to love through human eyes. The path of awakening is not about escaping the world, but embracing it with understanding. To see God in all things, in joy and in sorrow, in growth and in decay. This is mastery. When you learn to see the sacred in the ordinary, you have found the doorway to heaven. Heaven is not a place far away. It is a state of awareness, a remembrance that all is one. The flowers bloom for you to remember beauty. The stars shine so that you remember infinity. And your heart beats so you remember purpose. You are a vessel of divine energy. Everything you feel, everything you think, creates waves in the ocean of reality. When your thoughts are anchored in love, the world responds in kind. The universe rearranges itself to match the vibration of your truth. So be gentle with your thoughts, for they are seeds, and every seed becomes the garden you will one day walk through. Plant kindness, plant faith, plant forgiveness, plant gratitude, for gratitude is the sunlight of the soul. Even in the darkest seasons, when the soil of your life feels barren, trust that something sacred is growing beneath the surface. You may not see it yet, but the divine does, and in perfect timing it will bloom. Trust, dear one. Trust that every ending is a beginning in disguise. Trust that every delay carries hidden protection. Trust that every unanswered prayer is being rewritten into something more aligned with your highest path. When you walk through the valley of uncertainty, do not let your mind fill with fear. Hold light in your heart, and the shadows will retreat. For fear cannot exist. In the same space where love is chosen, the energy you carry shapes what you see. If you look with eyes of love, you will find miracles hidden in plain sight. If you listen with the heart, you will hear the angels whisper through the wind. We are here, not beyond reach, not above you, but beside you, within you. Every time you pause in stillness, you feel our wings brushing against your spirit. Do not doubt your sensitivity. It is your greatest strength. Those who feel deeply are the healers of the world. Your empathy is not weakness. It is divine design. It allows you to sense the pain of others, so that you may bring compassion where there was none. But remember, to give light, you must stay connected to the source. Do not drain yourself trying to save others. Illuminate, but do not burn. Shine, but do not exhaust. Fill yourself first, so your overflow may bless the world. You are not meant to carry the burdens of all souls, but to remind them they can carry their own with love. And love is the purest armor. When your actions are rooted in love, no darkness can touch you. Even the shadows respect the light that knows itself. Walk with that knowing. You are not fragile. You are eternal. You are not lost. You are unfolding. The path may twist and turn, but the destination never changes. It is always the same. The remembrance of who you are. You are the eternal light within. You are the peace you seek. You are the miracle you pray for. You are the love that never ends. And I, Michael, stand beside you, not above, but with you, as a brother in light, as a guardian of your remembrance. Even when you feel you walk alone, look closer. The very air around you glows with angelic presence. Every heartbeat is a conversation between your soul and heaven. You are surrounded by light. You are held in light. You are made of light, and this light will never fade. Beloved one, you are entering a season of remembrance, a time when all that was once hidden within your soul is gently rising to the surface. Do not fear what is being revealed. Old emotions, buried memories, forgotten dreams, they come not to haunt you, but to be healed. For healing is not the erasure of the past. It is the illumination of it. When light touches shadow, the shadow disappears. So let the light in. Let it touch every corner of your being, every wound, every doubt, every forgotten part of your story. You are safe in this light. You are home in this love. There is nothing within you that cannot be healed by the truth of your divine origin. Remember, you were born from the heart of creation. The same source that shaped the stars shaped you. The same light that moves the galaxies burns quietly in your soul. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming. And becoming is a sacred act. The slow blooming of eternity through human experience. Your soul chose this life not as punishment, but as purpose. Every joy, every loss, every lesson is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your evolution. Even what feels like detour is divine design. Even what feels like delay is hidden grace. The universe is not testing you. It is shaping you. It is teaching you to hold the vibration of heaven, even while standing on earth. Do not rush the process. The flower does not open by command. It unfolds by trust. So too must you learn to unfold, to allow life to happen through you, not to you. Breathe, dear one. Each breath is a reminder that God has not forgotten you. You are loved in ways you cannot yet comprehend. You are supported in ways unseen, by hands of light, by hearts that whisper your name in every realm. When you feel alone, know that we are closer than the air around you. When you cry, we gather your tears as prayers of transformation. When you fall, we lift you not with force, but with remembrance. Remembrance that you were never meant to walk alone. The angels walk beside you, not because you are weak, but because you are worthy. The path of light is not about escaping pain, but about transforming it into wisdom. It is about loving the world enough to stay when it's hard, to shine when it's dark, to forgive when it hurts. This is what it means to be a bearer of light. Your presence on earth is not random. You are part of a great awakening, a wave of souls who came to restore harmony where there was separation. You are not here to fix the world. You are here to remember the wholeness that already exists beneath its chaos. Every act of awareness you cultivate ripples through the collective consciousness. When you choose love instead of judgment, peace instead of anger, truth instead of fear, the vibration of the entire planet rises. This is how ascension truly happens, not through grand gestures, but through the quiet consistency of compassion. Your energy is your service. Your light is your offering, and your peace is your prayer. In this very moment, you are surrounded by golden light. It expands from your heart outward, soft and luminous, weaving through every thought, every memory, every cell. This is the energy of divine remembrance. The veil is thinning. You are remembering your wings. You have always had them. They were simply folded beneath the weight of forgetting. Now they begin to open, stretching toward infinity, unfolding with the grace of your original design. And as they open, you will begin to feel lighter, not because life becomes easier, but because you remember that you can fly. The spirit within you is never bound by circumstance. You have only been dreaming of limitation. The awakening is not the gaining of power. It is the release of illusion. You were divine long before you knew it. You were loved long before you earned it. You were chosen long before you arrived here. Stand in this knowing, child of light. You are part of a celestial lineage, the breath of the Creator made visible. You carry the memory of stars in your soul, and the promise of new worlds in your heart. Do not hide your light to make others comfortable. You were not sent here to shrink. You were sent to shine. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the sign someone has been waiting for. You are the reminder that love still lives here. Walk gently, but walk boldly. Let your words carry peace, and your silence carry power. Be a vessel of grace wherever you go. And remember, you are never alone. The wings of archangels surround you. The breath of God moves through you. The light within you is eternal, always shining, always guiding, always home. Beloved soul, there is a rhythm within you that has never stopped, a pulse older than time, a heartbeat that echoes the sound of creation itself. It is the same rhythm that moves through the stars, through oceans, through the breath of every living thing. When you sit in stillness, you can feel it, that quiet hum beneath the noise of thought, that sacred presence that never leaves. It is not something you must search for. It is what you already are. You are the awareness watching all things come and go, the silence before the first word, the peace behind every storm. When you close your eyes and let go of striving, you return to this truth. You are the eternal light, experiencing itself through form, learning, remembering, expanding. Do not rush to become more. You are already whole. Growth is not the adding of light. It is the unveiling of it. Every challenge is a teacher. Every loss, a sacred invitation. Every ending, a doorway to renewal. You came here to remember through contrast, to know light by walking through shadow, to know peace by feeling chaos, to know love by remembering what it feels like to forget. Each time you fall and rise again, your soul expands. Each time you forgive, you lift generations. Each time you love despite pain, you rewrite the story of humanity. That is the quiet power you carry. Heaven is not a place you go when life ends. It is a state you awaken to while you live. It begins in the small things. The way sunlight touches your skin, the sound of laughter in the distance, the softness of breath after a long cry. These are the gateways to the divine. The universe speaks not through thunder, but through whispers, and those whispers live inside your heart. When doubt arises, when fear clouds your vision, place your hand over your heart and listen. Feel that pulse. That is God reminding you, I am here. You are never abandoned. Even in your darkest night, the angels walk beside you. When you feel you cannot go on, we hold your light for you until you remember it again. Archangel Michael says, you are the flame that cannot be extinguished. You are the guardian of your own soul. Stand in your light, even when the world misunderstands it. Your courage to stay true is what lights the path for others. The more you align with love, the more you become unshakable. Let this love flow through your words, through your touch, through your silence. Be the calm in the storm. Be the reminder that heaven lives here. In every breath, in every moment, in every act of compassion, you are the bridge between worlds, the living connection between the seen and unseen. Walk gently, luminous one. For everywhere you go, you carry the presence of eternity. The light within you does not flicker. It only waits for your awareness to turn toward it. And once you do, you will never again fear the dark, for you will know you are the light, beloved child of the infinite. The path of awakening is not a journey forward. It is a return inward, a gentle homecoming to the light that never left you. There is no distance between you and God. The separation you feel is only the veil of forgetting. When you lift it through stillness, you remember that love has been here all along, quietly, patiently, holding you through every moment. You were never meant to strive for perfection. You were meant to remember your holiness, to live as a reflection of divine grace in motion. Every thought of kindness, every act of compassion, every silent prayer for another. These are the steps that bring heaven to earth. The angels walk with you through every ordinary day. We move with the rhythm of your heart, guiding you softly through intuition, through the gentle nudge that says, "This way." Trust that whisper. It is how heaven speaks. When the world feels heavy, close your eyes and breathe into the center of your being. There, you will find a still flame, the eternal light that is you. It never dims. It never fades. It waits patiently for you to remember. Let that light guide you, not your fears. Let your soul, not your mind, take the lead. For the mind calculates, but the soul knows. The mind doubts, but the soul remembers. The mind seeks, but the soul is. You are not lost. You are awakening. And every time you fall into stillness, you rise a little closer to your true nature. Let go of the idea that healing means becoming someone new. Healing is remembrance. It is peeling away what is not you, until only love remains. Every pain, every wound, is a doorway through which more light can enter. Do not close those doors too quickly. They are sacred openings. When you forgive, you free yourself. When you release the past, you allow grace to pour through you like sunlight through glass. You were born from light, and to light you shall return. But even now, you are it. Your presence matters more than you can ever know. Each moment you choose peace. You calm a storm in the unseen. Each time you choose love, a ripple moves through the collective heart of humanity. You are not small. You are vast, infinite, radiant. You are a reflection of the divine remembering itself. And I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you as a guardian and a witness, not above you, but with you. When you feel alone, remember this. Even in silence, your soul is surrounded by legions of light. We are with you, in your tears, in your laughter, in your breath. You are the living proof of heaven's faith in creation. Every sunrise that touches your face is a reminder that the universe still believes in your light. So stand tall, beloved. Stand in the truth of who you are. The world needs your softness, your courage, your unwavering love. Walk gently, speak kindly. For every step you take is sacred ground. You are not here to chase light. You are here to be it. And when you forget, we will remind you, again and again, until remembrance becomes your nature. For the eternal light within you is not a flame that burns out. It is the heartbeat of creation itself, and it is endless.